Hi, our little molecules.
We're unstable.
Today we'll be doing an episode of My Immortal. So, if you remember last time, we met Tom Ridd at the Hot Topic, and he gave them some cool punk clothes. Tom Riddle gave us some clothes and stuff for free. He said he would give us with makeup if he wanted, because it was really into fashion stuff. He's by Zezul. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. And yes, it is spelled that way. What the fuck, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Willow did what? Hagrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thing with blood. When did Willow get to come back? I thought her and Raven were fighting.
I don't know.
I'm thinking with blood red lace on it and black red miniskirt, leather fishnets and pointy black boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big boobs and everything. And she was trigger warning for everything, by the way.
For everything. Literally everything
Literally
you can think
everything.
of. Anything you can
This
think of.
fan fiction is horrible. And she was thin enough to be anorexic. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. Wait. So you're going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah.
We went to the concert.
Yeah, I don't know. They've been to this concert like 3 times already, guys. I don't actually know how this is going. Yeah, I said happily. I'm going with Diablo, she answered. By the way, that's Ron Weasley. Happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. They did what? They were both looking extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were too. Diablo was wearing a black shirt that said 666 on it, and he was wearing tons of makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. I know who Marilyn Manson is. I got confused, and I was thinking of, God.
Are you thinking of Marilyn Monroe?
No. No, I was thinking of the other Manson. Like, the cult serial killer Manson.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, that one. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic Good Charlotte t-shirt, and black Vans he got from DeWarped Tower. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. Dracola used to be naval, but it turned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died in a car crash. Naval converted to sadism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now because all goths are Slytherin.
Yep, that's how that works.
He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Oh, I thought it was Dracola earlier. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercedes-Benz. Get it? Because we're gothic? That his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Did you do pot, coke, and crack?
No, and I'm not dead because of it.
I
I'm pretty sure you die if you did all 3 of those.
I did pot, coke, and crack.
Oh. You're immortal though, remember?
I am.
So
yeah. My immortal. Harry Potter fanfiction. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps, and we soon got there. I gasped. Gerard Way. Actually, it says Gerald Way.
Gerald
was
Way!
The sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in the pics. He had long ribbon black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny, and he had an amazing ethnic voice.
What the fuck?
Ethnic. What? We moshed to Helena, and some other songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. See, this already happened. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came? They did what? It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers.
Moldymore.
And the Death Dealers. You moronic idiots, he shouted angstily. N.O.B., I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, no, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. I started thinking back to Midoriya with a knife.
Izuku Midoriya has a knife.
Izuku Midoriya has a knife. Suddenly a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black beard. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back.
Is it Avril Lavigne?
I love Avril Lavigne.
I don't think I know who Avril Lavigne is.
Hey, you! I don't like your girlfriend! No way! I think you need a new one! Hey, you! I love Avril Lavigne.
I know who Avril Lavigne is.
I love Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne in the back. But I don't think, like, these characters feel like the kind of people who wouldn't consider Avril Lavigne, like, punk or goth or anything. So, anyway, he shouted a spell and Voldemort ran away. This goth old man was Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore's finally goth. And I said stop flaming. You do fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. You're not a prep. Thanks for my sweater. Please, the order Dumbledore swore is because he's trying to be gothic.
So, her and Raven aren't fighting anymore?
I don't know. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood red lipstick, and black, really low-cut leather dress. That was all ripped up and in stripes, so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring and with black and red diamonds inside of it. The night before, Draco and I went to rent it back school. Get it? Because I'm gothic. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black, and the broom stuff was blood red. The broom stuff? There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR broom. When we went back to our rooms, we had you know what to a Linkin Park song.
Do people actually do that to songs?
Maybe? Yeah, I feel like that would take away from the experience.
Yeah. I mean, I might be asexual and not interested in sex, but like...
And I'm a whore.
But no, like, seriously though, like... What if you just put on a random playlist and you're doing that, and then suddenly, like, Wheels on the Bus starts playing?
Why do you have that in your playlist?
I don't, but my dad does.
Why does your dad have that in your playlist?
He was a school teacher.
Oh.
A preschool teacher, so he has a bunch of lullabies and, like, little kid songs.
Okay, but...
And Disney songs.
Yeah, I would be weirded out if I shoveled it and, like... Suddenly, I was like... You must be fast as a rushing river, with all the strength of a great typhoon, with all
that might apply.
of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Be a man, and then you're just like, it's like the British dream. I cannot explain that to you guys. I'm so sorry. I did, in fact, have a dream that was kind of like, you know, but everybody was talking like they were making fun of British people in the dream. Thank you guys for hearing that. Sorry. Let's get back to my Immortal. These guys... What? Oh, well, anyway, I went to the Great Hall, and the walls were painted black, and the tables were black. And what you found out that there was pink paint under the black paint. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. Okay. Backstreet Boys don't pass. Ashley Simpson doesn't pass. Avril Lavigne passes.
Backstreet Boys is like the 80s or 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not punk. They're not. What the fuck, I shouted. Sat next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black... Bloody Mary is Hermione, by the way. leather mini dress with Good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to her thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey, Gerard Way, or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were all bi.
Wait, hold on. Billy Joel counts as punk? I'm pretty sure Billy Joel's like country.
It's two separate people. Billy Joel and Billy Joe Armstrong are two separate people.
I don't know music. I know a lot of country music and I hate it.
Okay. Those guys are so fucking hot. Nabel was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin and was wearing white foundation. He had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore! We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we Goths just looked at each other in disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. BTW, you can call me Albert, he said as we left to our class. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Like Gerard. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19. I'm not okay, I promise. And please stop flaming the story. If you do your fucking prep, you're jealous, okay? From knock, I'm going to dealt with men reviews. BTW and no D's a poor blood. So, one thanks to Raven for helping me to help. 11. All day we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. The MCR concert. It had been postponed so we could all go. They keep going to this one MCR concert,
Same
guys.
concert.
Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all seductive. Secretive.
Oh.
I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. MT, sensitive bi guys are so hot. Don't fetishize bi guys.
Don't fetishize gay people in general.
No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily. His black hair went in his big blue eyes like Billy Joel in Boulevard of Broken Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants and a black MCR t-shirt and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it and a black leather mini, black high boots, and a cross belly ring. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun, like Amy Lee in Going Under. Email me if you want to see the pic. Excuse me? What about me? I growled. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard. I moaned. Oh, you fucking bastard.
Never do that again. Why?
No, wait. It's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. What did she hear? I don't know. I ran to the bathroom angrily. They keep breaking up. Draco banged the door. He did what to the door?
We both were like, ooh.
I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks.
Bloody eyeliner.
And made cool tears down my faces like Benji in the videos for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Slay?
So do you just have pre-rolled joints?
Yeah, she did. Suddenly, Hagrid came. He had appeared. Isn't she in the girls' bathroom?
Yeah.
You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Oh, no. What do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him, too. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd, or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You... Huh? You know who MCR are? I gasped. No, I just thought there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks are going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. Chapter 20. And I said, don't care what you think. Stop flaming, okay, plebs? Thanks to Waven for the help. Oh yeah, BTW, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 4 to 3 days, so do not expect updates. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace and stuff all over it, black gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the concert again since Folk Seymour had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to thank you for the venom. But I got all mad and turned it off, but I secretly hoped inside that it was Draco so we could do it. The devil's tango. Again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin.
Lupin.
And then she says, she asked if he was here to come sexually assault her.
The fuck?
Yeah. I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us to be careful around him. And Snape, since he was a pedo. No, actually, can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angrily. Yeah, so you can... Where's the second line? I don't want to read that.
It's basically so you can with a child.
And she's like making fun of him, and she's
Yeah.
like, "You're pedo." And
Yeah.
fucker, he said, going away. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner. God, they're back to describing her makeup and clothes. And some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall, doing it. The devil's tango. Snape and Lupin? Actually, it said Snake. I don't know who Snake is. And Dobby was what? What the fuck? Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot, they both shouted when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. Now I can only think of the My Hero Academia character when it's actually Dobby. Oh my god. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it.
Oh my god.
More fetishization of gay people.
Love it.
But both of them were fucking preps. BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now? Is it Snape?
I think it's Snape.
Okay. I don't know if there was a character named Snake. I haven't seen Harry Potter.
No, there's no character named Snake.
What the fuck? Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked. Sardistically. See, I spelt that right.
No, you didn't.
Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily.
Lumpkin.
Well, you should have told me, I replayed. You dimwit. Snake began to shoot angrily, and then I looked at my black camera and took a picture of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Okay, hypocrite?
Yeah.
They were doing that shit to her earlier. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them, and they tripped over it. Well, anyway, I went outside. There was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. Why does she, like, suddenly think every man is attractive? What the fuck? Where'd Draco? Where'd Draco?
Weird Draco.
I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard, he told me. He wouldn't come. And yep, it's spelled that way. Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me? It's spelled that way again. And then it pauses. I don't know why they would pause in the middle of that. To the concert? Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it, and the one on the back said NOB. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR was there playing. Vampire had begun to... And I began to make out with Vampire? Moshing in the music. I gasped, looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard someone crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in the corner. Great. And fuck you guys. You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Because that bitch Raven...
Are they fighting again?
Because it fuck you preps. Whoops, sorry. Raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks hard. Even got to go to the castle where Dracula was filmed. Sometimes I have to, like, figure out what she's saying. Like, you guys are hearing me, and this is the best I can do. I've already translated some of this nonsense for you, so when I get, like, really mixed up on my words, it tells you what's in here. Later, we all went to the skull. Draco was crying into common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. What's a gothic voice? Do your best gothic voice for me.
Draco, are you okay?
That's gothic?
It's gothic. It's dark.
Draco, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you
That
okay?
sounds more like Valley Girl.
Draco, are you okay?
Yeah,
That's
are you
okay.
okay? That's fair.
Draco, are you okay? Draco. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily and started to run over the place in a sewer slidal way. I decided to cry because I was afraid he would commit sewer slide. See again, we meant it when we said all
of the
the
trigger
warnings.
warnings.
Yeah. It's okay, Ennaby, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily, then ran to go get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. Why do they keep using this word? This one they spelled normally, though. It's okay. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his face. Why do they keep using that word? I don't give a shit. There's other words. I was so turned on because I love sensitive backup. Bye, guys. Why that extra clarification?
Seriously.
Anyway, if you're homophobic, then fuck off.
You're literally homophobic, but okay.
Yeah, but if you're homophobic, then fuck off. Guys, I have a message for you. If you're homophobic, then fuck off. Hi. Thank you. I'll probably edit what I just said out. And if I don't, you guys get to see some behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
You guys want to see my mosquito bite? You might not even see this. I might edit it out. Look how big my mosquito bite is.
Jesus.
Look how big my mosquito bite is.
Damn.
He was hungry. There was one sucking on the other part of my arm, and I hit him, and then blood splattered everywhere. I don't know if it was mine or if, like, he had some old blood from somebody else. My arm was, like, covered in blood. It was weird. It wasn't that bad, but, like, big for a mosquito, you know? Anyway, back to my Immortal. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. "Who's there?" he shouted angrily. We saw Filth come, when an invisible cloak and started to meow loudly.
Filch?
Is Filch a cat?
I think Filch is either the cat or the actual dude.
Well, Filth came under the cloak and started to meow, so I hope it's a cat. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, preppy poser son of a fucking bitch, Vampire said under his breast. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filch is under the cloak, he said. Filth nodded. And then Vampire Frenched me? He did that just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. What the? He yelled, but it was too late now because now we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess, though. Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? Doesn't that movie have Betty White in it?
Oh my god.
On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up, and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock at the door, and the mystery of magic walked into the school.
The mystery of magic, not the ministry of magic?
Can a ministry walk into a school?
Yeah, because there's a lead person in the Ministry of Magic, and then there's multiple people inside the ministry.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking like the building. Like a ministry, the building.
A ministry building.
A ministry building walks into a...
Ministry building.
Two ministry buildings walk into a bar. Yeah. Two ministries walk into a bar. One orders... Your mom. Anyway, let's do one more chapter.
Ooh.
Chapter 22. So then we'll be halfway through.
Wow.
Halfway through the entire fanfiction, guys, with several videos. This is our third?
Or fourth.
Yeah, we have one more than our fake fictions, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And stop blaming you, preps. Okay? I don't know if you like it, but Mr. Norris, it's Raven's fault, okay? She's just blaming all this shit on Raven. You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black, lacy, leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. Hermione, Harry, Ron, Draco, Neville, and Willow. Willow isn't a character. She's Willow is Raven, yeah.
Willow is Raven.
But
okay.
Willow's like... Willow isn't a Harry Potter
Yeah, it's not a
character,
Harry
yeah.
Potter specific character, yeah.
I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she had a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached at the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy, simple... She's just going to explain all of them. T-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way. And almost just as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all of her cleavage. Sorry, not cleavage. With a white apron that said, "Bitch!"
Bitch!
And the other swear words. And MCR lyrics on it. Kind of like that one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a whipped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over the lace at the top and wearing black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness Diablo Crab and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed sewer slide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He was...
Crab and Goyle are Draco's best friend, or his friend group in Harry Potter.
Okay. And then mentions of sexual assault in that, It gets worse.
Their dad was apparently a pedo. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. They got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. Stanism?
Stanism? Grunkle Stan?
I was thinking
Grunkle
of Grunkle Stan. You worship Grunkle Stan and the like. You know how some people have like religious outfits or clothing? It's just his little hat, his fez.
It's a suit. It's his fez in a suit.
That's what you wear to church. OMFG, I yielded as I jumped. Why the fuck are you all here? NOB, something is really fucked up. Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first. First logical sentence ever. Like, people are standing around your bed and you're like, can I please, like, change? Like, yeah. I shouted angrily. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful. Oh, this is Draco. That's what Draco sounds like. You're so fucking beautiful. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're all being erective? What does erective mean?
I don't even know what that word's supposed to be.
Secretive?
I mean, I wouldn't assume. We're gonna go with secretive.
They're just all erect. They're all hard. Full mast. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came. Why did she phrase it like that? She did what? We all went outside of the Great Hall and looked up. Sorry, the Great Hall. And looked up in front of a window. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt. So we put our middle fingers up at her. Inside of the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was shouting there at Dumbledore. Doris Rimbridge was there too. This cannot be, he shouted.
Doris Rimbridge?
Doris Rimbridge.
I love that. Dolores Umbridge is now Doris Rimbridge.
When you go from Dolores Umbridge to
Doris
Doris
Rimbridge.
Rimbridge. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old, and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry, or Voldemort will kill all your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily, but we cannot do this. We can't close this door. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name?
Is it gonna be Ebony?
It's Ebony Darkness to venture Raven way. Oh, the Raven's back. Good. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. That's the end of chapter 22.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.